Piñeiro about set to get us going, and we are underway here in Charlotte. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by Marcus Mariota, former second overall pick back in 2015, now in his 8th season in the league.
Coming out of Oregon as the Heisman Trophy winner, we thought that this guy was headed towards superstardom, and while he didn't quite reach those heights, he did have some flashes along the way. And right now, his athleticism continues to keep him in the league. Still has a good arm, mobile, a great guy to have in the locker room. He can win if given an opportunity.
Now Patterson to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mariota out to his left. And complete to Drake London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field. Things seem to break down the secondary a little bit. And he
into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here, right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Darnold. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, if it's 2 in a row, will we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper at 2nd and 1. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mariota throws right back to London, complete again. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mariota. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown. Damiere Byrd. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Darnold now to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Let's get some love. Let's go. That's right. That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. They can't stop us.
On 4th down, Darnold. And this is caught. He hits more. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming off road. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football, as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. Now Darnold. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Here's Williams to return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Mariota. And caught by London. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Give to Patterson running to the right.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. Quick slant. Caught by Moore. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run with Foreman. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They run again with Foreman. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Foreman. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Eddie Pinheiro on now.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
And here now come the Falcons.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
A carry for Foreman, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Darnold. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with Foreman. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
So we have reached halftime now with a visiting. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. But the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Faking the give, Darnold.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception, and a chance to build on their lead.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Mariota to throw it.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Fourth down, Mariota.
Got his man, it's London. He will have the conversion and more than that. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 35 yards. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Darnold. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Foreman. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Again, it's Foreman. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially when we get deeper in the game.
Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To throw is Darnold. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
They'll look to run with Hubbard.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Again, it'll be Hubbard.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Chuba Hubbard
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And he returns this to the 22.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota
at their own 22.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Here's Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
3rd down, here's Patterson.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here.
At their own 23. Back to throw, Darnold. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, Darnold and Carolina left with a 3rd and long.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Foreman, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
After a gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, Foreman, and he is not going to get the 1st down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Now a handoff up the middle. Foreman. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Up the middle they go. Foreman.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
They'll run on 1st down. Foreman, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Foreman. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
3rd and 2, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Darnold to throw. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Darnold.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Graham. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game.
Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defense. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with the pick.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now Darnold.
And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed, and now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Darnold, it's complete, and he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Well, they had guts to go for that, and they got it. Now, if you're the defense, you feel some major pressure, don't you?
Well, they put it on you, haven't they? They've told you you are the unit they believe in. We'll find out now if they can make it hold up. But, boy, just going for it in that spot.
I know, right?
Amazing.
And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
So here is Mariota and the Falcons.
Down 15-14, 53 ticks to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Drake London, his intended target.
But it'll be 2nd down.
To throw, Mariota.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And a good job defensively. They stopped them short of the first at the 32. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Jeremy Chinn puts it off, and the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Darnold. 8 seconds now.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating